Hello friends, this is Priyanka. Today we are going to solve a problem on hydrostatic forces on surfaces. So in this video we are going to solve a problem about curved surface submerged in liquid. So first I will read what is the given problem. Compute the horizontal and vertical components of the total force acting on a curved surface AB, which is in the form of quadrant of a circle of radius 2 meter as shown in figure. Take the width of a gate as unity. So this was the given question. Now let us first understand what is the given diagram. So here this diagram is given where here is the free surface of water and this is the curved surface AB. Now for this curved surface AB, the vertical distance is given, that is 2 meter, and on that curved surface there is a water level up to a distance of 1.5 meter. So this is the given diagram, and what is the question? The question is that we have to find out the components of force that is acting on this curved surface. Now this surface is curved, so the force is acting in the inclined direction. So I will show here, this is the force F. So in this direction or this inclined direction the force F is acting. So we can resolve this force F into two components, that is the horizontal component as well as vertical component. So I will show here. So horizontal component we can resolve in this direction, that is Fx, and in vertical component I will show here, this is the Fy. So we have to find out what is the component of this force F, that is Fx and Fy, that we have to find out. Now this surface is the curved surface. So I have shown here this three-dimensional figure. So here is the curved surface, that is the solid surface I have shown with this meshing. Now we have to make here one construction, that is here the radius of this curved surface is 2 meters. So we have to extend this point A in the horizontal direction and point B in the vertical direction, and the point of intersection will give us the center O. So here the vertical distance is given, that is 2 meters. So we can say that the radius for this curved surface is 2 meter, and the width we have to take as a unity, that means 1. So we have to write here the width of gate 1 meter and radius of gate 2 meter. Now we will first find out what is the horizontal component of this force, that is Fx. So how to find out that? So now if we observe here, the water is in contact with this curved surface. So there is the pressure force that is getting applied by the water on this curved surface, and we have to find out the horizontal component of this force F. So I will show here, that is this is the vertical line. So I will show this force Fx in this vertical line. So here is the force Fx. So how we can define this Fx? So before calculating this Fx we have to define that. Now here pressure force on projected area of the curved surface. So this is the projected area of curved surface, and we have to find out this pressure force. Pressure force means what? That is F of vertical plane. So while we are going to calculate this Fx, so this is the force in horizontal direction that is acting on this vertical plane. So this vertical plane we can consider this plane as a O to B. So what is the width is given? So width is given, that is 1 meter. So here is the three-dimensional diagram. So I will write here, this is the end A, here is the end B, and this is the end O. So on this vertical plane, so I will again write here P, F, E. So if we observe for this curved surface, this is the OFPB is the vertical plane. So we have to take the plane along this OB, that means BOFP is the vertical plane, and on that plane what is the pressure force is getting applied, that we have to calculate. So now we can observe this. So we can write here total pressure force on OB. So here along with OB, with width unity, we have to consider this area. So what is the formula to calculate this pressure force? So we know that formula is rho g a h bar. Rho, that is the density of water, because here the water is in contact with this curved surface. So we have to take the density of water 1000, g 9.81. Now area. So we have to consider the area along the vertical plane. So the area of OBPF. So what is the length of OB? That is 2 meter, that is given. And what is the length for this O to F or B to P? So it is 1 meter, that is width. So we have to take 2 into 1. And then H bar. So what is this H bar? That is the distance of center of gravity from the free water surface. So now if we take this OB as a reference plane, then center of gravity is at the middle point. So here this total distance is 2 meter. So from the 1 meter, that is at the middle point, here is the center of gravity, that is G. So how to take this distance H bar? That is from the free water surface. So I will show here. This whole distance, that will be H bar. So how we can take this? So this distance O to G is 1 meter plus 1.5. So 1 plus 1.5, that is, or we can take this 2 divided by half, because here this is the middle point, plus 1.5. So here 1.5 plus 1, that is equal to 2.5 meter, that is equal to H bar. So when we solve this, we can get here the answer 49,050 Newton. So this is the horizontal force Fx. Now we will calculate what is the point of application of this force Fx, that is the center of pressure. So how to calculate that? So we have to calculate what is the exact location for this point of application of this force Fx. So where is this point? What is the location? So we can measure this point of application from the free surface of water, and it is shown as a notation H dash. So I will show here first with the help of this, here from this point to up to this free surface of water. So we have to show this vertical distance as a H dash. So how to measure this H dash? So if we observe this H dash is equal to, so we have the formula, that is Ig divided by AH bar plus H bar. So H bar that we have already calculated. Now what is this Ig? Ig is the moment of inertia about the axis passing through the center of gravity. So here G suffix is used for this gravity point. So the axis is passing through the center of gravity, and we have to find out what is the moment of inertia about that axis. So for this we have formula, that is BD cube by 12. Why BD cube by 12? Now if we observe this vertical plane, that is OBPF, here is the center of gravity, that is G, is in between middle. So for this rectangular surface, what is the moment of inertia? So we already know that the formula for the moment of inertia, that is BD cube by 12. So we can take here 1 into 2 cube divided by 12, that is equal to 2 by 3 meter raised to 4. So this is the surface that we have to consider. So this is the imaginary surface OBPF, that is we have created, because we have to find out what is the horizontal force, that is the horizontal component of this force F, that is Fx. So this is the formula, that is Ig, and Ig is equal to 2 by 3 meter raised to 4. So we can now easily calculate this H dash, that is we know Ig, then area that is 2 into 1, that is 2. H bar that is also known, that is 1.5 plus 1, that is 2.5. So what is the answer here? That is 2.633 meter from the free surface of water, and this is the point of application of this force Fx. Now we will calculate what is the vertical component of this force, that is this Fy. So if we observe, this weight of water is supported by this curve AB. Now if we observe this diagram, under this curve AB, this area ADCO as well as this area AOB is there. So we have to include the weight of water, that is in area DAOC plus weight of water of AOB. So we have to add the weight of water in these two areas. So how to define the weight? So weight is equal to rho g into volume. So we can say that rho into g. Rho is the density of water multiplied by g, 9.81. So this is common to when we calculate this weight. Only the volume is different because here the shape is different. So we can take here rho g as a common, and in the bracket we can write volume of DAOC plus volume of AOB. Now how to calculate the volume? So for this volume, if we observe, this is the rectangular shape. So we have to take this height as well as this length, that is 1.5 into 2 multiplied by width. So width is given, that is 1 meter. So we have to take here AD multiplied by AO into 1. Now how to calculate the volume of AOB? So if we observe, for the volume of AOB, we have to take what is the area multiplied by width. So area of AOB. So this is the quarter circle. So we will take here pi by 4 AO square. AO is radius. So pi by 4 AO square into width, that is 1. So we can add these two volumes. So we will put here the value, that is 1000 into 9.81 in the bracket, this 1.5 into 2 multiplied by width, that is 1, plus pi by 4 into 2 square, that is the radius square, multiplied by 1. So 1 is the width. So we have to take it. So what is the answer for this calculation? That is 60,249.1 Newton, and this is the component of vertical component of applied force F.